Welcome back to this second video in our lovely Nar Shaddaa series. Before we actually take a look around the planet as we're slowly creeping around the shuttle bay here, let's take a look at the ship I came in on. This massive TIE fighter bomber oversized on steroids thing. I mean, how would you describe the Sith player ship, Nobu?
Yeah, TIE fighter on crack and acid with a side of Jack Black awesomeness.
Okay, we'll go with that. It's pretty amazing. If I feel really ballsy later on after these videos, I might take the ship out to do a space combat to show everyone what it's like, but only if I want to really kill my laptop. I'm actually very happy though with the space combat, and I'll get off this topic in a moment, but in the last beta weekend we participated in, I didn't have any audio and was missing about half the graphics for the space combat missions, and I love the space combat, so I was kind of sad about that. But as people can see on my screen right now, I'm actually lacking a lot of video components for some reason. My companion's picture isn't there, my picture isn't there, my target's picture isn't going to be there at all. The broken pixel, the lone pixel, is in the upper left hand corner right below the chat box. It's right there just staring at me. I'm going to miss a little bugger though, once it leaves, once we're done with it. So let's go ahead and head out of the docking bay here and get into Nar Shaddaa itself. Have you already played through Nar Shaddaa, Nobu?
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
What did you think of it?
Well, it's very, very slummy. If you don't like the idea of trudging through some slums to enact hardcore city vengeance, it's probably not the best place.
We see a flashpoint courier over here. Looking around, we see a lot of glowy stuff. That's the best way I can describe
Las Vegas.
The air is just filled with neon.
Yeah, it's a big hut town, and you'll actually see and interact with a couple of huts as you progress through the planet. It is... There's actually a lot of choices in the quests on Nar Shaddaa, including the class quests, but even just the actual quests. There's a lot of choices that you can get to make that will affect further bits of that particular quest and other quests.
Mm-hmm. Yep, looking around here, we just came to the outside area, showing off the whole city itself. These massive floating platforms. Oh my goodness, this place is huge. I know I can't get in that car, but I wish I could.
Actually, on Nar Shaddaa, there are a few speeder bikes lying around that you will be able to hijack.
Besides the player ships, that's a good point to go on, by the way. Besides the player ships, you do have speeder bikes that you can purchase and train in.
There's speeder bikes, and later there's cars that you can drive around in as well.
For business. Have a safe and
we're going to fly down to the lower promenade, where I'm going to meet with my Sithy contact over here. The auto taxi doing its lovely job and getting me directly to it. There's a hot barge over there, if I saw it right. Yeah, that's a hut barge.
Mm-hmm. Actually, if you grind out Vet's affection level, You actually do go there at one point to rescue her sister from the employment of a hut.
Now, who is Vet? Vet isn't someone that the Inquisitors are going to have to concern themselves with, or enjoy, rather. But who is Sith? Vet?
You all right?
Vet is a young Twi'lek that is given to the Sith warrior as his first companion. She is a slave and starts off with the shock collar, or a shock collar around her neck that the player often gets, or the Sith warrior often gets the option to shock her. This leads to some hilarity, especially if you fully grind out the faction and find out a few things later, but otherwise it still provides some moments of amusement for you sadists out there. Tee-hee.
That is a big, giant gold hut.
Yep.
You know, I'm gonna go on record saying you don't normally see that. That is an unusual occurrence.
You just haven't seen that many huts before then.
Giant gold huts. I'm gonna say that's a little odd. Alright, we're heading into the Sith Inquisitor story area here. Seeing what we have going on. We're supposed to meet with a contact here, Destris Varen. I'm so glad that I actually got some questing done before this, by the way. Beforehand, I had this bright red and pink bottom half to the robes that I'm wearing right now, and it looked horrible. I was able to get matching robes, and I shouldn't feel as good about this as I do, but I love it. Alright, we are locking on to a story at the moment.
Oh, Destris,
Here we go.
dear brutish Destris, and Riley, so beautiful and intelligent. You were like children to me, which is why it pains me to do this.
You can cut the act, Palladius. You never cared about any of your children.
We don't need a tyrant for a father.
Well said. Marvelous last words. Truly, I expected nothing less, which is what makes this so hard. Now, if you'll excuse me, my other children would like to play with you.
Alright, so we have a bit of combat here. Oh, we got some nut jobs, we'll call them, attacking. And I unfortunately did not have Chem out, so I got creamed. We can do this right though. Nobody will watch the video of this. I just got slaughtered.
I can believe that, yep. The Sith Inquisitor is a bit squishy.
Extremely, especially when I don't have Chemval out. Chemval is your first companion that you get. Now, he automatically came back as soon as that crap happened. Ow, again, he did not grab aggro at all. Thank you, Chem. You did a great job. Okay, this time before we do anything, we're going to seethe, which is our health regeneration ability. And we're going to do this properly. Each class gets a health and energy or ammo or whatever regen, and allows them to charge back up between fights. You can only use it out of combat, but it's pretty useful.
Very.
dear, Kem just went down. That's not good. There we go, we got that. That was close though. We're gonna pull Kem's happy ass up. We're gonna seethe real quick before anything else happens. And then we'll talk with the lovely couple that just nearly got killed. But instead I got killed twice.
What have we here? The cavalry, looks like. Appreciate the help, but I had it under control.
Aw, Campbell being badass.
Easy, Destrus. This isn't some holo you're talking to. My lord.
You would be wise to follow her lead.
Course, my lord. Sorry. There was a lady Sith a while back, Darth Sash. Said she'd send someone to help us out. You it?
Palladius has something I need. And if helping you will get it for me, then yes.
Good, because it makes me sick to think Palladius is out there while I'm cooped up in this rat hole.
Palladius built his empire on the backs of the poor. Said he'd save them from their miserable lives.
Said we'd make a mighty sword and strike against our enemies? It was all lies. It was all lies. But you win the support of the poor, you knock Palladius's legs out from under him.
I'll not waste my time.
My lord, it's not a waste. The impoverished of Nar Shaddaa aren't powerful, but they are numerous. Palladius needs them.
Get them the way Palladius did. Find the biggest, most vicious gang on the block and crush them. Right now, the gang's the Kraits, named after the Krayt dragon on Tatooine. Their leader, Sabin, thinks he's descended from one. Take out Sabin, and the masses will see you as a regular hero.
And when another gang rises to take the Krait's place?
You're right. Taking out the Kraits wins you followers only until the next gang rises up. But there may be another way. A plague called the Rot afflicts the poorest of Nar Shaddaa's poor. But it can be cured, and the person who does so will be regarded not just as a hero, but as a prophet.
Prophet? Now that's more to my taste.
I'm glad you approve, my lord. The cure to the Rot is owned by Titus Neutronics. You'll have to steal it from their warehouse, then distribute it.
Okay, so we have a light and dark side deviation in the conversation. I have three choices. Two of them are pretty darn dark side. One is a light side saying, yeah, I like to cure the plague. They don't know me very well, though, because there is one clear and obvious choice, and I'm highlighting it right now. I'd rather murder people, which, let's be honest, that's the Sithy choice.
I think I'll stick with the killing.
The direct approach. I like it. The Krait's lair is in the Corellian sector. Crush their leader, and the masses will take notice.
And that is the basic premise of what's going on Nar Shaddaa. Cam's happily blocking the camera as we walk out of here. Is there anything we should try to sightsee while we're still here in Nar Shaddaa, Nobu?
Nar Shaddaa is a pretty, we'll call it, indoor, urban-y kind of environment. So other than the promenade that you were at, where you saw the giant golden hut, I mean, there's the, rooftops, definitely do the flyby, take some flight paths. But other than that, no, that's Golden Hut's pretty much about it.
Now here we go. Here's one of those speeders. If Kemval will get out of the way. these are one of the speeders you can purchase and use. Now, I'm not sure exactly what version this is, but it looks pretty beastly. Oh, there's a second one right next to it. All right. Let's see if we can handle some space combat, or if my computer will decide to melt in the process.